Wando, I'm Mary Noonan reporting for this week's episode. Last week was Random Acts of Kindness Week. Emily Rogers takes a look at how Wando students show kindness to others.
What random act of kindness have you done for someone recently?
I give out packets of Chick-fil-A sauce to students that are having bad days.
Well, one of my friends who always rides the bus home from school, I took her home from school one day when it was raining so she wouldn't have to wait for her bus. That's nice of you. I didn't push Lauren Hutto into a locker today because she was being nice to me. At my church, we had a women's conference, and one of my friends wanted to come down for it, but she couldn't afford it. So I told her that someone sponsored her, and she came down and went to the conference with me.
Well, I take care of your sister, so you don't have to.
I helped this girl pick up her paper because if that was me, I wouldn't want someone to help me pick up paper.
I'm really complimentive. Nathan, I love you. I also cook my mom breakfast and dinner sometimes. Nathan, I really love you.
I gave someone $5 because they needed it, and then I found $10 outside on the ground, so I was like, I got a profit.
Lucky you.
The other day, somebody dropped something in the hall, and I picked it up for them.
Oh.
I stopped on I-26 and helped the elderly lady change her tire. That was stranded on I-26 right before you get to the Somerville exit.
Oh, yes. So nice of you.
Oh, yes, thank you.
I held the door open for someone for about 30 minutes.
Alrighty then.
I saw a girl drop $5 and I picked it up and I ran away.
Hold the door open for my boss at work.
Here in the Center for Advanced Studies, we have a cosmetology program unrivaled by any other school in the state, but you may not know much about it. Here's Gina untangling the story.
With the addition of the CIS, a multitude of new classes have been added to Wando's curriculum, one being cosmetology.
Cosmetology is the study of hair, skin, and nails. So it covers all sorts of hair cutting, styling, permanent waving, hair color, nails, and as far as skincare goes, basic facial, some facial makeup, things like that.
It's kind of a way to express what I want to do, and I've learned a lot of skills, especially with hair cutting and just kind of improving what I already know.
What I like about this class is the fact that you can show your creativity on people.
The class has many active members, and the consensus is that the course has greatly benefited them.
What I like about cosmetology is that it teaches you how to cut hair and how you have to section it and stuff like that. It's kind of helpful to me because when I graduate, I want to get my license and stuff.
I think this class will definitely help me in the future because I want to do prosthetics, makeup and stuff, and I think it would just be nice to have a background of cosmetology and a license because you'll get that when you graduate.
Cosmetology is a complex course that requires both skill and perseverance.
There's a lot to learn. It's not just all playing with hair. You have to really want to please and help other people, market hair care products, bringing people back, all sorts of things like that. They do have to be a junior to take the class. If students are interested in taking cosmetology, they're more than welcome to come and see me at any time.
As a career choice, cosmetology is open for both males and females.
So I love having men in my class. I really do. And I tell you what, men are usually very successful in this industry. Anthony's very focused. He really is very focused on what he's doing. And I love having him in my class because it just brings a whole different perspective.
I don't think boys should be scared to take cosmetology because it's a normal class.
To me, it's not a big deal because everyone deserves to have a privilege to do hair, whether you're a boy or girl, doesn't matter.
It all boils down to having a passion for it. If you don't have a passion for it, it's really not easy.
If you like to make people happy about the way they look, you should take this class.
I think anyone can take cosmetology. It's just a matter of having dedication and being able to focus on what you're doing in the class.
This has been Gina Mataloni reporting.
Verde is an up-and-coming restaurant that supports healthy living in Mount Pleasant. JD reports on how Verde gives us a taste of going green.
Verde is an up-and-coming salad bar located on Coleman Boulevard and on King Street downtown. Locals tell us about its benefits.
Our concept is to serve the community in a healthy way and to promote an active lifestyle and healthy living.
I like that it's really fresh. You can feel really good about what you're eating. Eating all this fast food and things like that. It's a really good fresh choice.
Verde is important because you can, instead of going to a fast food restaurant like McDonald's, you can still get food just as quickly and it can be healthy. So instead of getting a burger, you can get a salad, and it just it makes it easier for people to be healthy and eat healthy options.
Everything is green inside and out, from our food, just fresh, bright ingredients, to our compostable bowls. Everything that we offer is going to be as green as possible.
Involvement in a variety of community organizations is an important part of Verde's mission.
Events with schools, walking clubs, things like that. So anything health related, we are normally there and about it. Yoga Pop is one of our biggest things that we like to help with.
Recognizing the busy lives of their customers, they strive to be a healthy fast food alternative.
So especially now, people are always on the go and trying to live an active lifestyle but get a lot of stuff done. And so it's an easy go-to where you can get a good meal for a good price and you're going to leave satisfied.
This has been Lucy Wickman reporting for Tribe Talk.
This week on The Rewind, we look back at signing day, the pep rally, the Heart and Souls 5K, and Seussical the Musical. Wednesday, February the 4th was National Signing Day. In addition to the 19 seniors who signed in November, 9 more signed on the 4th for spring sports, for soccer, lacrosse, baseball, and more. Congratulations to all those who committed to schools. Friday, February 13th, Wando students and faculty filled the gym to end Spirit Week with an exciting pep rally, celebrating winter sports teams and all the money Student Council raised for the 180 Place charity during Spirit Week. Congratulations to Miss Eclair and Mr. Brasini, who were crowned the Duke and Duchess of Wando. Congratulations to the faculty for beating the students in the faculty-student basketball game. Thank you to everyone who made Spirit Week and the pep rally such a success. Saturday, the 14th of February, the day after pep rally, was the inaugural 5K Heart and Souls race to raise awareness for heart health. This was a healthy way to kick off Valentine's Day and was a big hit for all those who attended. The weekend of February 12th through the 14th, Wando Drama Department students produced Seussical the Musical in the Performing Arts Center. Congratulations to all those who performed. It was a big success. This has been Morgan Bose reporting for The Rewind.
And we need you, Wando.
Hello, Wando, and welcome to this week's segment of Sports Talk. This is the Wando Sports Programming Network, bringing you all things Wando Sports. I'm Greg Wingo.
Cole Whitman.
And I'm Colby Karish. We'll be starting out with wrestling today.
I must say, one thing that has really stood out to me about this wrestling team is the 3 seniors that have led them to where they are right now. Yeah. I mean, the explosive power is there. They have been putting work in the weight room, and that has been directly translating to the work on the mats.
Driving it over to golf, we're seeing a lot of great leadership coming from the coach over there on the golf team. Everyone's favorite golf cart driving maniac, Coach Lloyd, showing a lot of great promise, teaching these boys, and we're seeing a lot of good things from them this year.
Pitching over to baseball, 7 seniors have signed from teams from across the country. We are shaping up to be ranked #1 in the state.
Yeah, it's in the hard work, it's in the leadership, and we're seeing that leadership in the seniors this year. This team is stacked like a pile of pancakes, without a doubt.
Switching it over to lacrosse. Here you go, Greg.
Oh, thank you very much, sir, and I appreciate that. Pass over there for my boy Colby. Talking about the boys lacrosse team now. We got midfielder Andrew Phelan, 52 goals, signed to Roanoke College. This is some big numbers we're getting put up here. Midfielder Creighton Shipman added 24 goals and signed to Mars Hill University. It doesn't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen.
We also have the girls lacrosse team. Don't forget about the lovely Lady Laxers. I mean, great captains and people like Maggie Rose. Also, Casey Costello and Elizabeth Gerhardt, they're good captains for this team. Looking for an exciting year by the women's lacrosse team.
Kicking it over to the boys soccer team. This team has just continued to impress me over my past few
have.
years here at Wando. They have started from the bottom, and now they are here. But we do have some great big names, such as Nat Edwards, Tucker Heffron, Josh Madston, and John Milligan, and all of these are committed to colleges around the state.
We also see a lot of potential and upcoming promise for a young freshman in Kevin Wingloski. Made the JV team this year, and we're just looking to see some big things from him.
Good job, Kevin.
Shout out, Kev. You're pretty
your
sick.
brother?
Yeah.
Now on to track, where we have the boys track team. One that really stands out to me is Kenny Waring, won state as a freshman. I mean,
As a
wow.
freshman.
No,
That's
big things. We're seeing
impressive.
big things from the
Yes,
senior Kenny Waring. I was out to the track the other day watching this practice. He's out there. He's working on his technique, and I'm really seeing it. We got the left foot, right foot, 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 and it's in the hard work and the determination. Talking about the football team coming off a big season this year, working hard in the off season. We're seeing the work being put in.
Absolutely. I mean, Otrey Smith is a huge key piece to this team, and also Bailey Hart, the starting QB.
You got to look at the boys basketball team coming off of a state championship. They're looking to repeat and continue their hopes in a deep run in the playoffs.
They really are. There's no doubt about it. Let's make some connections here. We have Jamez Rogers. His Instagram name starts with King. You know who else's Instagram name starts with King is LeBron James. Connections?
Connections.
All right, we also have Matthew Pegram. He signed to Wofford. Wofford is in the Southern Conference. You know what else is in the Southern Conference? Davidson. You know who went to Davidson? Stephen Curry. Connections?
Connections.
And I got one more huge connection, which is huge. We have Taylor Majewski. His name rhymes with Teddy Bruschi. Teddy Bruschi played his football in New England. Boston is in New England. You know who played for the Boston Celtics? Larry Bird. Connections?
Connections.
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 And that's a wrap from all of us here at WSPN. Good luck to all the spring sports this year. This has been Cole Whitman.
Greg Wingo.
And Colby Karish.
Signing off.
Peace out, Wanda.
The Southeastern Wildlife Exposition was held here in downtown Charleston over the weekend. Vinton reports on the wild celebration.
The annual Southeastern Wildlife Expo was held last weekend in downtown Charleston. This 3-day-long event brings the people of the Lowcountry together by showcasing local crafts, music, and food, as well as celebrating wildlife and nature.
Kind of a art festival more than anything, but they have a lot of exhibitors that exhibit crafts like decoy making, knife making, all types of woodcraft. I think it's an opportunity kind of in the middle of the winter when there's absolutely nothing else to do for people to come and put on their nice warm outdoor clothes and walk around and see a lot of wildlife related events.
In addition to celebrating local arts, crafts, and music, the expo is a great opportunity to taste the local cuisine of the Southeast.
And it's a huge plus for the restaurant people in town. The food events are the best part.
This is our 4th year at SeaWee, and we really have a good time coming down here and selling to everybody at SeaWee.
Not only can visitors experience the local culture of the South, but also experience firsthand the natural beauty of the Lowcountry.
Wildlife Expo to us is a chance to really meet folks from afar and nearby, folks that get it and that are into the outdoors, and but maybe haven't found out about all the opportunities that we provide.
I think it's very important, especially for people in the city, to really get the opportunity to experience animals. A lot of people don't know that these animals even live right in their backyard.
All in all, the Southeastern Wildlife Expo is a great opportunity to experience all of what the Lowcountry has to offer.
They've had all types of wild animal exhibits, everything from lions and tigers and leopards and so forth to the eastern cougar.
It'll probably get bigger and more local people will come and show us, all the stuff that we have that we didn't even know that we had.
This has been Vinton reporting for Tribe Talk.
And now we take a look at one of the many unique clubs at Wando. Here's Ricky with the story.
The Robotics Club allows a uniquely skilled group of students to have an outlet for their passion.
I joined Robotics Club because I've had an interest in engineering and design for a few years now. And I joined my sophomore year because I just wanted the way I could explore that.
I thought it would be a good experience to learn how to build something and then put your talents to use.
These kids are passionate about robots and putting things together. I mean, they also like taking things apart,
but they're really good at putting things back together as well in new ways that do new things.
Just as a sports team, Robotics works to perform in competition. They use the help of local engineers to prepare.
The organization gives us 6 weeks to design, build, program, test, and practice with. We have to play a game, and that game is basically stacking totes. So basically Rubbermaid type totes, right? You got to pick them up and stack them in a certain area.
The engineers mentor the kids. Their job is to help the kids figure out the problem and try to define a solution. They're also here to sort of help the kids avoid mistakes. And when mistakes can't be avoided, they're here to help the kids fix the mistakes.
It's nice to be able to have an adult that has, I guess, participated in similar activities such as this.
So regional competitions are where we'll meet with anywhere from, the average is about 40 to 60 to 64 teams, right? So other high schools, other organizations, people that have built robots.
The arena is where the, action actually goes on, where you put the bots in the playing field and they do their thing when we tell it to.
Basically, you're never doing nothing. You're either prepping for a match, competing in a match, or sort of troubleshooting after a match.
The students in this club are very dedicated, working long hours to reach their goals.
They spend anywhere, especially in crunch season, anywhere between 15 and 20 hours working on the robots.
The ability to kind of conceptualize where they need to go with things. So, I got to build this part for this thing, putting it in their head, getting it on paper, and then finally getting it built. I've just seen a lot of ingenuity and drive that makes it happen. That impresses me daily with them.
They're good problem solvers, and they like solving problems. They're interested in that sort of thing. They like puzzles, and so whether the puzzle is a robot or a program for a robot, or how the robot needs to be designed to do a certain task, they like solving that.
The skills being developed by the team will translate into real-world mechatronics careers.
This club has helped teach me how to collaborate well with other people, because this project is too large for one person to take on.
I have definitely gained leadership skills and an ability to, communicate with team members in a way that everyone understands and get everyone involved and wanting to build, and also learning how to use tools that I've never used before.
These are the kids who are going to work on autonomous cars and Mars rovers and Venus rovers and, interplanetary communication bots. These are the kids who are going to do it. All our kids are talented. They all have certain skills, and Wando is great because this is one of the schools where no matter what your talent is, you can do it.
This has been Ricky Schmidt reporting.
9 of our very own symphonic band students were chosen to be in this year's National Ensemble. Mark Mataloni reports on the high notes of these students' experiences.
This past December, members of the Wando Band and Orchestra were inducted into the National Ensemble, a prestigious symphony orchestra who play in the Hilbert Circle Theater in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Honor Orchestra of America is a program through Music for All that musicians from around the nation can come together to perform a concert.
It's a smaller group than the Honor Band of America. Like, most sections only have about 2 or 3 people, so it's a little bit harder to get into. But you play with strings rather than just a band like we have at Wando.
And it's around the same time as National Concert Festival, so there's a lot of visiting bands or percussion ensembles and stuff to that effect. It's really crazy.
Programs such as Honor Orchestra of America, you get to go out there and experience these real things.
You had to submit a recording with 2 contrasting pieces, like a slow and a fast piece, which is what most people did.
Everybody's competing for those spots on your chairs and your section, so you want to display yourself a little better than anyone else.
There's a lot of pressure for kids from Wando especially to do well and to represent Wando well. When we both figured out that we were both going, it's very uncommon for 2 people on the same instrument to go as first and second chair.
So being finally selected for something just makes you realize, like, wow, my hard work that I put in this past year really did pay off.
There's an audition when you get there, and I have my own way of getting myself ready for those. I have a pair of Lucky Sperry's that I wear for every audition I go into, and I won't go into any audition without them.
My private lessons teacher always told me to listen to recordings of famous clarinet players, so I've had these recordings on my iPod for forever, and so I listened to those before.
I'm the first one in my family to go really into music. I have a lot of emotions that I can display through music and being able to play and vent through my instrument.
The students' passion for band won't stop here. For now, these musicians plan to continue playing music in the future.
I just really love the fact that it's a group of people that all love music.
It's constantly changing. There's always new pieces to be played, even though like they were written 300 years ago. There's still like new experiences and new ways to look at those pieces and interpret them. So it's like this ongoing process.
I definitely don't want to lose my ability.
I really want to major in music and become a performer on my instrument.
I really like it, and I really want to do something for like music therapy when I grow up.
And I think if I hadn't been in band for the past, 6 years,
Yeah.
I think I would have not been as structured. I definitely wouldn't have been more accepting of people and of competitions. I mean, we learn so much during band. It's pretty amazing.
This has been Mark Metaloni, reporting for Tribe Talk.
Thanks for watching, Wando. Remember to stay tuned for Tribe Talk Presents. This has been Mara Noonan signing off.
Hi Wando, this week on Tribe Talk Presents, we take it back to one of last year's most popular editions. This is Carson Keeter and Jesse Bronco covering Fare Thee Well by Oscar Isaac and Marcus Mumford. Enjoy!
If I had wings like Noah's dove, I'd fly the river to the one I love. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. I had a man that was long and tall. He moved his body like a cannonball. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee I remember one evening in the pouring rain, and in my heart was an aching pain. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Muddy river runs muddy and wild. You can't give a bloody for my unborn child. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee just as the birds fly high above. Life ain't worth living without the one you love. Fare thee well, my honey, fare thee well. Well, my honey,
All right. No doubt about it.
Do you want to come do this? Please do.
Show me is you really about your money. Davis signing, Ben Jaquez signing.
Jaquez.
This team is stacked like a pile of pancakes, you know, just stacked. We got talent. You already know my money go a long time. Yeah.